Welcome back to the Street Mic. I'm on the street of Copenhagen. One of the most popular streets of Copenhagen is called Aleman. It's a street that is located in Norway. But I'm not just only here alone. I'm here with a sis who is making a big difference on this street. And today I feel like we should share our story, and that's why I'm a guest at this place. So, sister, you're welcome to our program.
Thank you much, and thank you for having me.
So, as I've said, you are making wave on the street. This street is in a popular part of Copenhagen,
Yes.
and you are doing something amazing here. People out there on this screen want to know what you're doing here.
Okay, so what I'm doing here is it's coffee, basically. But the idea is to bring people together and take time instead of having this coffee that is served in 3 seconds and then just you have to leave.
Yes.
For me, the idea is coffee is a celebration.
Coffee celebration.
Coffee celebration is a way of spending time with family and friends. And so I'm bringing a little bit of the Ethiopian and Eritrean tradition of having family and friends together to share our story and to spend time together. So it's not only about drinking coffee, but to take time for yourself.
There's a background.
Yeah.
There's a reason why people
We celebrate coffee.
celebrate coffee.
We don't drink coffee, we celebrate coffee.
Surely. Yes, so you said you're from Eritrea, right?
I'm from Eritrea.
Yes, so you're in a region where you have Ethiopia, you have almost the same tradition of coffee.
We have the same tradition of coffee, we eat the same, we dress the same, but of course we have some cultural differences, and maybe language. But at the end of the day, our coffee ceremony is the same, our food is the same, we dress the same. So I would say that this concept is Ethiopian Eritrean. It's not Ethiopian or Eritrean, it's both.
It's both.
And it's also part of my story to to bring this conversation about who we are, is where we were raised and how we grow up and what our family used to celebrate. So coffee was a huge part of my family.
As I started, I said you're making a big wave on the street. But let's rewind,
Okay.
We have to go back a little bit because you are talking about you came from Eritrea.
Yeah, when I was 8.
This is the part of the story that people
Yes,
want to know. You
yes.
came here when you were 8.
I was 8.
Wow, roll us back.
So I left Eritrea when I was 8, and my mom left Eritrea in 76. That is earlier than me, that I was connected to my mother in the 80s.
Yes.
So I lived my entire life in Italy, and I did my study and everything in Italy. And then I moved in Denmark 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
So I see myself as being Eritrean, Italian, and then now Denmark.
Denmark.
So I do the best of all the places I have been
Fusing everything.
living, raised, and all those things.
So, most of our stories, we go on the street looking for those inspiration. We're looking for those, encouragement for other people who may be on the way like you. You came here when you're 8 years old. You came to Italy.
Yes.
And finally you moved to Denmark.
Yeah.
I don't know where next, but you're still in Denmark.
Yeah.
So, tell us, how was it you adapting, first into into Europe as you came? How was it, being an 8-year-old now to becoming, still holding your culture back, at heart?
I think for me, leaving behind my brother and my auntie that raised me, my grandmother, and then just being in Florence suddenly was a little bit shocking.
Yeah.
Because it's a different kind of city, different kind of art, different kind of everything. So for me, everything was new. But instead of being shocked, I just became curious. So I was almost following all the tourists in Florence.
Okay.
And this is how I learned the city, the story of the city, all the culture and all the art. And it somehow became part of me. So wherever I go back in Florence is home, it's like my heart. So I'm still a tourist. I'm still curious, I still look up and I just amazed about everything. And then in the other hand, it's like you also bring your culture, and you don't have a lot that remind you of that culture. So you have to
Hold on to it.
make sure to hold on and remember. And
Actually,
it's
that's
process.
what I want to ask you. How were you able to, because in here, I took a little walk, and checked all over, there's the fusion, the African, the Ethiopian, the Eritrean, the traditional coffee is well integrated, much integrated in here.
Yeah.
Are you the one who designed all this, or you know?
In this shop?
Yeah, in this shop.
Of course. Yeah, it's.
If you walk in here, you
everything. I put together my love for art, the coffee. And my education is also design, so you will see textile and fabrics. It's like a little bit place of wherever it's together, but it's me.
Exactly. Yeah. So now, here in Copenhagen, with an African traditional coffee, one of the best coffees you can ever taste, because almost 90% of the coffee come from we know. So what is your target group with this coffee concept you have here in Ministry of
I don't have a target. I want people to be curious about what's happening. What is this, because coffee is I think something that people love. You don't need to be a certain age to drink coffee. So my customers are 20 or 16, 18, 75, doesn't matter.
75 doesn't matter.
Tourists, so it's just, I see every kind of people. I think it's also that the idea is coffee bring people together in somehow,
Yes.
So, yeah.
Wow. So no target group? Coffee lovers?
No, coffee lovers.
If you love coffee?
Coffee lovers and willing to take time.
Take time. Oh yes, you said you're blending coffee with lifestyle.
Yeah, lifestyle.
Yeah, not drink and run.
No.
Drink and chill.
Drink and chill and take time.
Drink and chill and take time.
For yourself, for your friend, for your family. So yeah, that's the idea.
Thank you so much, and this is a very interesting, very intriguing, and thank you for that beautiful introduction where you come from.
To you.
So I know my audience now would like to know how is the business going. Why you chose coffee as a brand? There's so many cultural fusion coming from from Eritrea, Somalia, Ethiopia, and Africa. Why was it coffee that held you so strong? So, in the next discussion, we're going to be talking about why all this. Keep watching. So what do we have here?
So we have ongoing an exhibition based on fingerprints.
These are fingerprints.
Fingerprints of people that they pass away or some they are still alive.
Okay.
And this one is a musician. You have the name and the description up there. And then, so the artist is Danish, and his name is Klaus Miller. And have been working on this exhibition for many years. And it was part of an exhibition in 2012 in Rome called Sign for Peace.
Sign for Peace.
Sign for Peace.
So, have you bought this one exclusively, or?
No, it's just an exhibition. So right now it's still here, but it's gonna be somewhere else.
Okay.
In a couple of months.
Yes.
And the idea is we call it what makes you unique here, because fingerprints is what make us unique.
Yeah.
But then we're gonna take it somewhere else, and we're gonna talk about why we have to delete our fingerprints in order to cross borders. And we're gonna talk about refugee and so on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you. Welcome back, and we are back. We left you where we were asking our guest why coffee. Why did you order up a coffee instead of other traditional art of Eritrea and Ethiopia combined? Why was that?
So coffee, because being born in Eritrea is a huge thing. Coffee is something that we roast and we celebrate every day. So it's part of my culture.
Yes.
And then I grew up in Italy, where people drink espresso every day, and it's part of my culture too.
Okay.
And then when I came in Denmark, I was like, okay, finally I'm home, because it's, I think, one of the places where the coffee is consumed more than other places.
Yeah.
And it's also, I love to walk and go in places with my coffee cup. And in Italy, you don't do that.
No.
So I was like, okay, this is my thing, and it's like I'm home.
That coffee
So
just came back with you.
Yes, so I was happy to be in Copenhagen and see people walking with the coffee and drinking coffee all the time. So yeah, that's my coffee.
And in particular, why did you choose this location? Out of
I
many streets?
choose the location because it's a beautiful location. I have been always in love with this street. And then this shop used to be owned by a friend of mine.
Yes.
That she had beautiful products, skincare, and I was obsessed with her skincare. So it just happened. I took over, and then
It's such an ambient street,
so
one
beautiful.
way.
Yes.
People love to walk.
Yes.
You hardly hear cars driving by.
So beautiful.
Yes, yes. So for the people who want to come to this shop and just have a tasty and there, you really have to give us the name. I'm not gonna pronounce it.
Of this place?
Yes.
It's called Gees.
Gees?
And Gees Copenhagen.
Gees Copenhagen.
And Gees mean it's the old Ethiopian alphabet.
Yes.
So it's my roots again. But in the meantime, it's also a way of staying still connected to my roots, and what better way of alphabet
than Gees.
Gees.
Come to Gees and have yourself the best coffee possible.
Yes.
So when we find guests like you, always want to create inspiration for people out there. But inspiration don't come by themselves.
Of course.
There are always combinations of factors.
Yeah.
We would like to know.
Okay.
You have been doing this for a while. What are some of the challenges you have faced, with the coffee itself, And I would like to say you are the first black coffee owner on the street.
Something like that, yes.
Something like that?
Yes. Yeah.
Tell us, what are some of the challenges you have here?
The challenges, I think, is that even though Denmark or Copenhagen people are curious, they are still a little bit, how do you say this? And they don't have still seen people like me running their own business,
Yes.
especially in the coffee business. So it's a little bit more challenging than a Danish person opening a coffee business.
Yes.
So that's it.
And also, is it because of the coffee tradition that you're bringing? You're like trying to bring like
the real tradition,
the Ethiopian,
the Ethiopian.
yeah.
I do the regular coffee,
Regular
latte,
coffee.
whatever you want.
Yes.
But then I want people to sit down and have a coffee ceremony. That is something new. So when you do something new, it takes always more time, and it becomes just.
So we will be coming back here
Yes.
at some time.
Yes.
And this place may not be the same, maybe now bigger than it is right now.
I don't know.
Yeah, because the way I see, I've been here in a while and see people walking in here, and they have that coffee.
They
When
love
they go
the
back,
coffee.
they love the
That's
coffee.
beautiful.
When they have the
Yes.
coffee, they go back. They're like, wow.
Yes.
Yeah, so tell us, what is your projection? Do you want to expand this place? Do you want to just not be a single owned business? Are you looking forward to welcoming other people in your business?
That would be nice to have a partner that
Yes.
is like two brain, two heart, and
Yeah.
I love collaboration. I do collaboration and I love it because sometimes you are in your own and you think, okay, you're doing good, but then maybe not. But if you have some other people,
Yeah.
you become a way of also see what are you doing wrong, and then we just become better in what you do.
Become better in what you do.
Yeah.
So you hear from me?
Yeah.
No, not from me. From her. You're welcome to come in and partner together so that we take this coffee
Another level.
brand to another level.
Yeah. That would be lovely.
Wow, another level. So we'll be coming back with the last episode and going around and tasting the coffee. And you also said that you teach people how to make coffee.
How to make coffee, roast their own coffee.
Roast their own coffee.
And yes, yeah, I do that.
Are we lucky enough to have that today? So let's hold on, keep watching.
Yeah.
See you.
You have to roast it to make it brown.
So before the coffee is made, you have to roast it first.
Yes,
So this is the
okay.
coffee. So the brown coffee come from this one?
Yes. And people, they want to
Wow.
take, for example,
I didn't know.
one like this, and you do it, you
Yeah.
can break it. If you do this, you can't.
You can't.
It's like stone.
Wow.
So you have to roast it in order to get this consistency.
Get this,
So people think, oh, okay, I thought it was brown. But actually, it's really the thing that is only Ethiopia where you see it happening. The coffee being roasted, everything. So for us, we don't buy the powder, we don't buy the green bean, the brown beans. No. We buy this one every day. Every day. So this is what we roast every day. Wow. And it's also according to how many people they're gonna be drinking with us. So let's say this one can be for one person or two. If we are more people, then we're gonna have a little more coffee, and then this one can be bigger. So it's all about, and this one is like for 6 people. That one can drink up to 20 people, the big one. Okay. Yeah. Wow. And this one I boiled it like 1 hour ago, and you can touch it, it's still warm.
Still warm. And this is this one is from Africa as well?
This is from Ethiopia, from Eritrea.
Yeah.
And Ethiopia and Eritrea, we have 2 different coffee pots. Yeah. This is from Eritrea, and you recognize it. Wow. The one from Ethiopia is this color, and then they have 2 holes.
Two holes, yeah.
Where you pour the coffee and where you serve the coffee. In this one, we do both in the same way. Wow. So how we do it here is, let's say I have this one is already grinded earlier. And this is what we do. We take the coffee, grind it, and we grind it manually. Okay. Every day. Every day. We have this, yeah. Wow. So this is what we do. We do this. Like this. Wow. And you have the coffee in, and then the water. And it's all about.
So use this one to put in.
I use this one. Nice. It's all about the smell in Ethiopia. Yes. You have, let's say when I start the ceremony, a new person comes when we had already a cup of coffee. The person cannot join us. Have to wait until we are done and we start all over again. Because the fact that we take time to roast the coffee, grind the coffee, you are saying to the person that is someone you care and that is welcome. If you don't want this person to be there longer than what you want, then you can just say, can you join us? And then you give her the coffee from the one that is already started. So,
but the intention is to show the care and the process.
Yes, okay. Yeah, that's what makes you special. Yeah. Otherwise, I can just say, hey, join us. Yeah. But that is a code way of saying to you, you could also like, you're not very welcome. So people know. Yeah. Wow.
So, how long does it take to roast? Because I can
2
see
minutes.
now 2 minutes.
That's the funny thing. People think, oh, it's so difficult. No.
Yeah, I was thinking so.
You have your coffee. You want to put your coffee in a pan. And you use it.
Wow. Looking really, losing the green color now, it's becoming brown and...
You want to do a video of this? Yeah. Then maybe you can incorporate in your story.
So now it is becoming softer.
Yeah. It's breaking and opening. And the smell is really important.
Very, very nice smell. First of all, in the coffee house, you can just come and sit here and just enjoy the smell. You don't need to buy, but I know you buy. Smell really good in here. Wow.
And what we do is when we have all the guests sitting waiting for the coffee, we go around everybody in front and this is what we do for every guest. And it's a must. Okay. You cannot just say, I'm doing the coffee. You have to go to all the guests and then they will do this.
They first take this one in?
Yes, it is sign of gratitude. Wow.
Sign
so
of
there's
gratitude.
a lot of story with this coffee.
Yes.
The coffee is already in. And the beautiful thing is, according to where you are in Ethiopia or in Eritrea, you can get either the black coffee with nothing, either you can get it with sugar. If you go in other places, you can get it with salt. If you go other places,
with salt?
You can get it with the ghee butter. Yes. That is clarified butter with a lot of spicy. Otherwise, they can just put some leaf or fruit leaves or other herbs that they smell good, like rosemary. Yeah. So it's up to you. Where are you? Yeah. Anyway, I told you I was there last in January. Yes. I went back after 26 years.
26 years. Yes.
And if you are in the airport, There is always someone roasting coffee to welcome the guests. If you are in a club, there is always someone in a corner roasting the coffee for wherever people are there. So you smell coffee everywhere.
Smell coffee everywhere. And by the way, coffee is very healthy according to the latest research I've done. I didn't know that coffee was healthy.
It is.
Wow. Because I read some finding because this guy was saying if you drink coffee, this amount of coffee every day,
it's good for your heart.
In Uganda, we produce a lot of coffee, but we don't drink it. We don't know how to drink it. I did not drink coffee.
But you know why you don't know? I know the story about the coffee in Uganda.
Tell us a little bit. What's the story?
I heard that I never been in Uganda, but I read that in Uganda, if you go around the market, you will find someone selling coffee beans in a small bag, like 5-6 beans, right? And then you just chew the coffee.
Yes.
And that is the story that comes from the colonizers. They don't want people to indulge and waste time drinking coffee, so they were taking the coffee and selling it somewhere else, but they don't want the people to enjoy the coffee, so they always tell them it's not good for your healthy. But then you can have a couple of beans to chew, so you are active, you are awake, and you can go to work.
But you're right.
Yes.
That's exactly what to do.
So what they do.
Yeah. So keep our coffee coming soon. So soon it's gonna be.
I'm gonna stay here to serve the coffee. Maybe you can go down the side.
Yeah, exactly.
And when I read about that, I was heartbroken.
The
Ethiopian queen, all the way to Israel to meet King Solomon. That's also where the Ethiopian Empire was born, between the connection of Israel and Ethiopia.
Yes.
We have all the Haile Selassie, Rastafari, all these people. So this is the story of Kunsheba. It's my favorite call.
So, and
you can see all the trip from Ethiopia, her going to visit him with incense and gold and ivory. And then they had this beautiful...
So I'm going to be having coffee with
Queen Sheba. I love this story of Queen Sheba.
Thank you.
So this is how we serve. Wow. Usually I should be sitting in the floor, have a lot of going on, flour, incense, and all those things. Next time I'm going to do the entire ceremony.
Exactly.
For today, you have a taste of the Ethiopian coffee.
So it takes time to get in there. So what do you say? I'm so sorry, I need to ask. When presenting me with the coffee, do you only have to say thank you or there's something else to do?
No, just enjoy the coffee.
I enjoy the coffee. Am I allowed to smell?
Of course you are.
Yeah.
It smells amazing.
Nice. Thank you.
It will be strong for you maybe.
I need to get used. Well, now we come to the end of the episode. I've really enjoyed myself here. And thank you so much for the best treat ever in a coffee, beautiful coffee store. This place is amazing. I've just went through the process making the coffee, everything. I feel like wow, I should have done it one more time.
Okay.
But
next time.
Yes, next time. So as we conclude, we would like to know that people out there who want to come and support you. We have people who follow us, and when they come to Copenhagen, they want to find your address, where you are, and just come here and have a cup of coffee. So tell us a little bit, where they should come to.
They can come here in Gaze, that is in Alem, and then they can have coffee, the coffee ceremony, and hear all the story behind the coffee. But if you want a chef that cook Ethiopian, Eritrean, Moroccan, Italian, you can call me and we do home cooking.
Home cooking?
Or teaching you to cook.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's what I do.
So food has been your life and coffee is just your love.
Yes.
She is such an amazing person.
Thank you.
And you are here in Copenhagen, you are international.
I don't know if
Somebody
I'm
can call you from...